people already engage in a conversation. They misunderstand somebody in fundamental human rights to which they call interference. A lot of people misunderstand the rights of the woman to which they call interference. Now, the reality, apart from the reality that the First Lady, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, now the wife of the sitting president of Sierra Leone, now the First Lady of Sierra Leone, now the wife of the leader of the Sierra Leone People's Party, away from that reality, she is a registered member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. And not just a registered member of the SLPP, she's a senior member of the SLPP. We don't contribute, if not the best, but one of the best contribution for the SLPP coming governance in 2018. Also contributed the best, if not one of the best contributions for the SLPP retain governance in 2023. And also they do much more for ensure say SLPP continue for staying governance beyond 2028. Now, the woman, Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, is also a delegate in the party, in the SLPP. When we say delegate, you get the right for votes. For anybody who gets a ticket for votes, that person will never be neutral. Nobody in the SLPP, from the hierarchy of the SLPP, can down to the layman, no, they will not support anybody. So for let people feel, say, the First Lady not get right for support, it is people infringing on her rights, try for put her down because it's her right. And the First Lady get right because the constitution of SLPP no exclude anybody. When at the guiding book of the party, we give everybody the mandate, we talk, say, A, B, C, or D for do this, now this and this person for conduct, like this. There's nowhere in the constitution of SLPP will say because you are the leader, you are the wife of the leader of the party, you're not for support anybody. Of course, the First Lady get right for support anybody. For example, she supported the Women's Council election. Because in belief say the SLPP need to get more foundation, strong foundation for pull votes we will make SLPP retain governance beyond 2028. She supported the Women's Council, the women's leader and the deputy women's leader. It is a right. Everybody in the SLPP supported another candidate. So for let people that feel say the First Lady not the right for support, it is people trying for put them down or demoralize them or try for infringe on the human rights. Where everybody in the SLPP get the right for support. This is a question I also. Me a regional executive member. I am the regional PR of SLPP in the northern region. Nobody not telling me I never support nobody. I have it's incumbent on me for support anybody who I feel say they get a clear vision for bringing more changes in the party, they get a clear vision for making the party become more stronger. For example, take a look at one of the candidates where the man who First Lady support, we win elections today. Where the PRO for the publicity secretary, national publicity secretary of the party in Amambu. Today the party is pleased with his performance because they see and say one of the best PRO where the party don't get when they speak to issue, we well informed, where they should say, I mean, he pushed the vision of the party and also spell out within the government don't do. People are happy because, I mean, that person gets support from the First Lady. So the First Lady, they support people who come to her. Her support in the SLPP not mean say it they divide the party. Her support anybody in the SLPP not mean say it they set apart. That's not true. So let people know say it is her right. She's a leader of her rights. And not even the way the First Lady do that the lower level election will go against the constitution of the party.
Most people seem to accuse, they allege that the First Lady used the insecurity them in some cases, you know, for navigating way to.
Well, I think the one of the key role of the security personnel of a country is to protect lives and property. If I am a security and a day na a particular location where as you say, ala the commodity, people they want to take to themselves, people they want to fight, people they hold bottles, people they want to injure themselves. It is my responsibility as a security for protect their lives and ensure that the atmosphere was conducive. The First Lady is the caring mother of SLPP. She is the wife of the leader of the party. Everybody in the SLPP, she's a mother to everybody. So how can a mother use security then for intimidate people on an election where you don't even contest? She's just supporting people. And for any person where the First Lady supports, it is support you based on a conviction, based on the rights for support. It is support you for dividing party. It is support you against the border for letting affect on herself. It is people losing elections based on the fact that the First Lady supports certain people who win election over their own candidates. They bring all the rumors they are so all the dissatisfied accusation they are so against the First Lady. So the First Lady not ever for once use security personnel against anybody in any election. Nobody. In fact, the First Lady securities, they're upright and they very well know what they do. Their responsibility is to protect lives and properties.
I listened to Honorable Munu Lansana who also contest the publicity position of the SLPP, seem for they accuse the First Lady of bringing disunity, within the SLPP. And that is quite a certain scary, about indecision and probably within Honorable Muni Lancer they talk about. It's all about social media and saying that since after the election and probably within the election that the First Lady want to bring disunity within the party.
So SLPP gets a membership of over 5 million population within Sierra Leone and out of Sierra Leone. Now the only political party this way, people who are not even Sierra Leoneans want to associate themselves with because of the way the party they carry themselves. For let anybody say the party they against one person, it's not true. Because it is just few people. We literally can count them by our fingers when they cause all of them kind of there. So with respect to Honorable Muneu, I feel say most of the things that we say in the media on that day he was misinformed. Not saying anything and they representing the party. Maybe perhaps one would say in on the basis of frustration. Because this was a man who was rejected by the grassroots of the party. He stand for position. Like I said inter alia, that most of the people when they found this announcement of division, where they say the First Lady divide the party. Now people in way the First Lady supports people in way beats them by elections. Like a contest for the PIO position, the publicity secretary position of the SLPP, and the First Lady supported Mambu. Mambu beat him hands down. In fact, he had an abysmal performance. He was beating blue-black like a new kid on the block in the political sphere of SLPP. But this man was a honorable. Even in the constituency, get people who vote for him. So then kind accusation and on the First Lady, kind of media say the First Lady divide the party. That is your own opinion. But your opinion reflects the reality of the SLPP. Like I said, for 7 years now, from 2018 where SLPP win election, 2023 where SLPP win election to date, the First Lady has been the glue with the whole this party together. Everybody when they follow the SLPP activity knows say the First Lady they do invest, well, I should say, in bring the party together. Those who are disgruntled, those who are not, those who get concerned, those who get complain. The First Lady is in the middle for bringing all of the forces there also together. So that when they get an election where they become thorough and disciplined and where SLPP will go and win them hands down. Now I'll give you an example. One of the contributions of the First Lady and the SLPP now that it not just say in the support demand, but it also ensures that it brings together people where they financially support the institution, because SLPP is a political institution, it's an institution as and one of the things that an institution will go without no money. Now in 2018 election, the First Lady bring together a group of people, a support group, what they call the JMB Women's Group and Associates. This group, since the SLPP was established several years ago to now, we don't ever get a support group. We don't support the SLPP financially more than this group, giving huge sum of money, making, organizing and fundraising dinner within and out of Sierra Leone, and bringing those monies to SLPP from 2018, being the only group who don't support the SLPP financially more than any other group since SLPP began get support group. It happened again in 2023. It's going to happen again in 2028. This is a group put together by the First Lady for ensure it serves an auxiliary to the party for support the party when necessary, especially in the area of finances. So for anybody who will say the First Lady divide the party, the person just they say on the basis or out of the fact that he or she is misinformed and not even follow happenings in the SLPP. Like I say, the First Lady na the glue with the whole this party together. Like when you get this water over, you get the cup they cover and for making us spill over. That has been the role of the First Lady. Gluing the party together, forging peace, forging national unity, ensuring the party, everybody in the party see themselves as one, like how the SLPP is one country, one people.
The First Lady very, unhappy with the incident in Parliament, and that seemed for create so much conversation when the President before making saying scorecard in the Parliament and they are under tune, seeing escalate, and that seemed for the happy with the First Lady. And how did the First Lady think about the outcome in the first place?
First of all, for every Sierra Leonean, we minded, everybody we follow politics, say what happened in Parliament was well orchestrated. The First Lady feel a little bit bad. So for anybody, she's a woman. Even man themselves. For we get men who are members of Parliament, we did na this parliament where President Bio passed the 30% quota to women then, where President Bio always in and out, they push for more opportunities for women. You know, one thing we clear, David, now the fact that we are still having challenges in our country, and the fact that we get so many men then, we get the man that really feel intimidated by the growth and strength of women. So all they want to do now is to say if a woman is going tall, and is gets strength, they try to do everything for intimidate and for put them down. For we deal with the first lady, and the first lady too is not surprised by what happens. So, because obviously the first lady will be an obvious target by some people. We feel say they are intimidated by her strength in everything they do. You know, for let the first lady supports people in the lower level elections, from district level to regional level, and in Ghana, then kind amount of delegates there. So people that we loyal to them, they support candidates that we in turn become for deal with them. You know, it means a lot. So a lot of people they want for intimidate the woman, want for make sure so they put the woman down. But first lady is strong. Like I say right now, even as I talk to you, so she's preoccupied with a lot of things. When she say and consolidates the gains that President Bio don't do, and the gains the ways they don't bring for women and girl picking them, and for see how best it foster more opportunities for them. So what happened at Parliament actually died in Parliament. So the first lady is strong. She's, I mean, you get a thick skin. So yes, at the moment when this thing happen, they feel bad. So for every meaningful Sierra Leonean, it should not happen to a woman, and that particular activity or that particular activity happening at Parliament has been condemned by many people. We know to these people as civil society activists. Them don't call them the leadership of Parliament for apologize to see how women from all walks of life in this country go to Parliament, protest in Parliament against what they happen. You see how women group themselves across the country be rise up to the issue and condemn Dandy. You see how people from even international space they condemn Dandy, because one of the things where people fail for realize they could have done that in Parliament for pleasing political patrons or for one or two ill-motivated reasons. But they fail for realizing the significance of the First Lady is even beyond Usa, so even beyond the well of Parliament. Because this woman is the president for all African First Ladies. What story will other African countries see Sierra Leone say, we are president who we elect, because this woman will bring real change for Sierra Leone. There are a few people even within her party where they try for intimidate and put her down. But the First Lady is strong. Like I said, she's a workaholic. She's even more strong. And the one that we just say the First Lady, they don't strong again. They don't intimidate her. They don't back down. They just make mountains out of molehills. The First Lady is strong. She's still on course. What happened at Parliament, die in our Parliament. Like I talk to her right now, she's even busy with other things that we will do with supporting her husband. So I mean, it was bad what happened at Parliament from our parliamentarians, and we look forward for civil society. The Speaker of Parliament, we are the leader of the Parliament of Sierra Leone, who come out to the public and apologize on behalf of the parliamentarians, especially what happened on that day.
And you know, within the circle, just I think a couple of days ago, the First Lady be attending the ceremony. The Wilberforce, I think it was the Wilberforce mess or so. So, you know, female military personnel, you know, converge with a training format. I think for left the shores of Sierra Leone. In terms of, you know, further than career. The First Lady did make a very positive speech as well, encourage them out of for push, you know, as a female personnel as well. How important, you know, that be, you know, link up within one of the biggest projects where they do, now the Wilberforce, you know, hospital, you know, forget a standard hospital another country as well.
So David, one thing we're not surprised Sierra Leoneans are the fact that the First Lady they do all of this because in belief say she has to do it. It's incumbent on her as First Lady. And one reality is the fact that for we not surprised for the many things that the First Lady they push, especially for support women in the military. Because even darling husband we married him, the president of Sierra Leone, a military man, a former brigadier, a retired brigadier general. So you know, giving back to women, ensuring that you tell her as First Lady, you push the advocacy, support women and at the military, forget even advocating for the need day for even promoting women in the military, and ensure say the woman that we work for further than path, get opportunity for go out of the shores of Sierra Leone, and we get more professional training, we will bring more loyals to Sierra Leone. it's very important to the First Lady. Like I say, for anything we for do with national development, for women and girl picking them, and to larger extent to Mande as well, has always been associated with the First Lady, because this is like a woman we know what it means for a woman and get space and woman and get power, and a woman and get the needed environment where they're not going to say, hey, we not soldier, we not military personnel, we not woman there. Like it can happen before this time, hey, women are not considered. Women are not given promotions, women are not given the adequate environment. But since President Bio come and get a woman, we really know what it means for push women there. Today, not even only in the military, even in the police force, you see women have been given more opportunities, more preferences to women, for even go out of Sierra Leone, for train more and get more professional experience, for come add to the lawyers and the glory of Sierra Leone.
Some couple of months ago, before the, but I think between the primary election of the SLPP, well, there was a, whether somebody wants to say leak and, a document from the SLPP, but SLPP in turn denying that, a names of the one way for vie for the position of the flag bearer of the SLPP. The First Lady in name being part of that list. Is the First Lady get any intention for flag bearer position, in turn a presidency for Sierra Leone?
David, so first of all, the First Lady not ever come out for declare intention for the flag bearer of the SLPP. What did the First Lady do now for ensure saying her husband succeed? Because the victory of SLPP in 2028 depends on the successes of His Excellency the President. So she's very concerned, she's very regulated, she's very, very, very much around that reality for pushing husband. She has not in any time come public or anywhere declare intention for the flag bearer of the SLPP. But what we will see when our calls from many Sierra Leoneans within the SLPP, out of the SLPP, within the political space, out of the political space, say let Dr. Fatima Maada Bio be flag bearer and SLPP come up for flag bearer, we are not surprised. We're not surprised. Because because of the many things that the First Lady do, we don't do and we still do for women and girl picking them, and for the girl picking them get access to quality education, the women get access to quality healthcare, and for being man there as well, for get the development the way they're supposed to do. A lot of people feel safe, and because of that safety and because they see the First Lady is that kind of a person, so they are calling on the First Lady for like come up for be flag bearer. But the First Lady never ever respond to that day. She has not in any time declared her intention. But for we who work with the First Lady, and for many Sierra Leoneans, then we are not surprised by this call by many Sierra Leoneans, or call for many Sierra Leoneans within SLPP, out of SLPP, for Fatima Maada Bio come up for flag bearer because of the many things that we don't do. But the reality is the First Lady has not, and she has not in any time declared intention. What she's committed to now for ensure President Bio and her husband succeed, because winning election for SLPP in 2028 get for depend on the success of President Bio. So she's committed. All of these calls of First Lady becoming one for let First Lady be flag bearer of SLPP for 2028. Let first, because she's the most popular person apart from President Bio and SLPP and self na the country, we are not surprised, because because of they say that we do good things, people think of you. For the fact that a lot of Sierra Leoneans, not just in the SLPP, out of the SLPP, in the public space they call for that day, I think say the First Lady is privileged and honored by then called there. So for let people of this country, competent, well-to-do people, result-oriented people, who can man them, bike riders them, traders them, from different walks of life, they mobilize for call for the First Lady. I think say the First Lady is honored for be one of the Sierra Leonean, and the way people and they say, now you want, not to really come and say you want. So she has not in any time or any point in time declared her intention. So let people know say all the information where they go now, social media, where they put SLPP logo, they put the First Lady name, but people who want to be flag bearer, the First Lady has not declared her intention. She is a right if she wants to. She has the right. She's a Sierra Leonean. She's.
Could it mean the First Lady they consider for, because from the call, like you see from the call from
like I say,
Sierra Leoneans, probably they consider say, okay, let me adhere to the call of Sierra Leoneans.
Like I say, these are calls from Sierra Leone. This they come up from Sierra Leoneans within SLPP and out of Sierra Leone. Out of SLPP, but there has never been a time when the First Lady ever discussed that. She has never declared intention. In every day in and out.
But they consider for going for that?
Well, I'm not going to say they consider, because what she is doing now for ensure the SLPP succeed, for ensure the government succeed, because for long win 2028 depends on the successes of this government. So she's there standing as the catalyst with the midwife, all of NTR, so for ensure President Bio manifesto become a reality. So all of this call really come out from the public, and always say that mostly they consider. To her, she has never discussed that. She has never discussed in private or in public. If the first lady one will go for flag, I mean, I'm one of the first people who will discuss that because I speak for her on her behalf, and even within when she's around. So, but she has never. Them messages that don't come countless, she has never responded. All within they tell people of the SLPP, let them support President Bio because President Bio is success, now for make SLPP in 2020. Like I say, I mean, the first lady is honored for let be one of the few Sierra Leoneans, the Sierra Leoneans they come to that tax day, but she has not in any time. Yes, she's result oriented, she's qualified, she's a Sierra Leonean. I mean, even overqualified. But this woman has not in any time declared her intention. And I don't feel say the first lady is consider or she's concerned in discussing those things. And what they do now and for let President Bio succeed, let the manifesto succeed, let SLPP get victory in 2028.
All right, the new executive of the SLPP headed by Jimmy Songa, you know, and you know, with few of the other executive members, we, you know, the first lady support, you know, for all the executive position, and but it's headed by Jimmy Songa, and you know, within the period it was clear that the first lady now being support Songa, but at the end of it we see Songa come, you know, and you will see that rapport at the end. So what will be the relationship now with the first lady and the executive of the SLPP?
So I'll start with the chairman, Jimmy Songa. Jimmy and Dr. Fatima Maada Bio, they are brothers, my brother and sister in the These people, they don't come a long way. I mean, from the days we first lady in London, from the days we Jimmy Songa in London as chairman for SLPP, even before becoming chairman for SLPP. I mean, these two people don't become brothers and sisters for the longest time. Yes, the first lady now supports Jimmy Songa for the chairman position of the SLPP, which is her right for support. Anybody who wants to support Jimmy self no that day. And but I mean, they don't get any major issue. There is no issue between them. I just few disagreements, and I think say then disagreements and they don't solve already. Jimmy and First Lady, these are two people the way I feel say nobody knows who puts them apart. He knows that the woman is the First Lady of Sierra Leone. She's a key factor of the SLPP, and as in becoming chairman now of the SLPP, you know say you're not going to work without that reality. So Jimmy and the First Lady, these are brothers and sisters. Tit and tongue can make jam, but they never go apart. So I mean, the relationship has been cemented once again. You know, when Jimmy win election, you see when the First Lady congratulate Jimmy Songa. Jimmy is a brother to the First Lady. Now just few people away, not just one for them. You know, who have for create division, who feel say the need for come between the two. You know, separate with this. No, but Jimmy knows and First Lady knows. In fact, there has never been a time where the First Lady, in these elections, where they talk to delegates them for supporting candidates, ever spoke anything ill against Jimmy. The First Lady knows that Jimmy is a brother. He always tell people, even on national, even on his social media handles, recently in Talker, they say, he and Jimmy not get any issue. Even in the hall, there was just a minor disagreement. You understand? And of course, it's bound for happening within the political space at any time. So these people are good. They have cemented whatever disagreement they have. They are a family.